Good morning, everyone. So, sorry about last week. I was supposed to talk to you about the home inspection process. I was sick for a little bit. I was covering for our secretary, so I was not able to. So today I'm over at a HUD home that's located on Vincent. And I have asked one of the inspectors to get a hold of me so that we can do a short video, ask some of the questions that some of you are wondering about. What happens during a home inspection? Basically, the home inspection is not a requirement, but as I mentioned before, it's always encouraged for you to do your own home inspection. And there is a big difference between a home inspector and maybe a cousin that does remodeling or remodeling or construction of some sort. The certified home inspectors are certified through the state, and so they do have to go through some classes, and there are some things that they need to be looking for specifically. So for example, this house, it's a foreclosure. On this particular one, the buyer is responsible for turning on all utilities, and it is sold as is, so there is no repairs that will be done by HUD. On a homeowner, what happens is during the time that you do your home inspections, typically during your option period, which is the time that you have paid a seller to be able to review their property and be able to get out for any reason. So while you're doing your home inspection, what will happen is if your home inspector is going to give you a report of probably at least 30 pages that will include some pictures, and there are some things that are called out. I don't know if this particular house will have it. Yes, for example, here I'm looking at the sink, and one of the things that the home inspector is going to call out, I think you can see these plugs right here. Most of the time you see the plugs that have a little red dot, but this one does have it. It doesn't have a red dot, but it does have the two little buttons right there. Those are called GFCIs. Those are very common for an inspector to call out on. I think, and don't quote me because I'm not obviously a repair person of any sort, but I think they cost about $5 or so. What that does is basically when it's close to a water source, if there's a short or anything, it'll cut off the electricity there. So of course it's very important. Those are some of the things they look for. The inspector is also going to go ahead and check on the AC, and they'll kind of take a visual of your roof. Now keep in mind, they're not certified AC technicians. They're not roofers. So if he sees there's some things that are missing, for example, if there's shingles that are missing, he will note that. If he thinks that, there might be, the roof doesn't look in such very good condition, then he may go ahead and recommend that you have a roofer specifically look at it. As far as the AC is concerned, he has an instrument that will test it. For example, here's the AC unit on this one, but they'll test it to see how cold it feels. I'm not sure if in the summer they'll test the heat or not, since it's so hot here. But those are just some of the very few items that the home inspector is going to be looking for. And remember, you're the one that's hiring the home inspector, so he's working for you. I always recommend that the buyers go to the home inspection at least the last hour of the inspection, only because the home inspector at that time can explain some of the things that are on that report are going to be on that report. Because sometimes the way it's written, because there's certain verbiage that they may have to use, so the way it's written comes out very, it sounds like it's a bigger deal than what it is. Sometimes it could be a simple fix. If the home inspector does not know roughly how to fix it or how much it's going to cost, he's going to tell you. Now, again, remember, they're not in the habit of fixing up the homes. Their job is just to come and do an inspection. They have a list they have to go through of things that they need to check. Some inspectors may give their personal opinion, but keep that in mind. It's their personal opinion. If you're really concerned about something, I suggest that you find someone that's a reliable person that you know that can maybe give you an estimate to fix those items so that you know what you're getting yourself into. So the home inspection is really for your peace of mind. You want to know what you're getting yourself into. Make sure that there's not going to be any plumbing issues. They do test the plumbing, check to make sure that the water pressure is well. That way it'll help you in the long run. We're trying to eliminate any surprises, you know, once you move into your home. Obviously, those homes that are pre-existing, we don't, if we can't see what's behind the wall, then there's no way that we can tell you, or the home inspector, what is behind the wall if there's a leak. You know, if we can't detect it, we can't physically see it, then, you know, those are some of the items that obviously we cannot do. But he's going to try and do the best job he can. So again, I'm not a home inspector, so I am going to try and get you a home inspector. I've asked Eric Mayberry to possibly contact me, and I'll see about talking to a couple of the other inspectors, and we can get some different opinions from them. So until next time, I'll let you know. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get you someone this week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.